Okay, I'm going to show you how to take your form that your kids will generate their poetry from and put it into or through a spreadsheet and into a document. So you're going to create a form, obviously, and it can be anything you want. The important thing to know about new forms is that unlike with old forms, it doesn't automatically create a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet is what we need to do this. So when you click on responses, you'll see all the kids' responses as they come in, but to actually get the spreadsheet, you manually have to click Create Spreadsheet. Just let it create a new one so that you'll know to find it by the same name. So it's going to open up the spreadsheet. And before your students even start taking the form to make their poems, you can set this up. So we're looking for an add-on up here in the add-ons menu called Autocrat. And I already have it, but if you don't have it, just go down to Get Add-ons and you're going to look for Autocrat. So once it's loaded, you're going to go up to Autocrat and launch. What you're going to need to pair up is the form and then a document that you've already formatted. So over here in my drive, I have my poem, the spreadsheet that just got made, and this document. I wrote the body of the poem for them with these merge fields here. It doesn't really matter how you ask the question. You're gonna match up whatever question you want with whichever one of these merge fields you need once you get to this spreadsheet part. So I like to already have this made. It will format however it's formatted in the document. So when it comes in, whatever they answered when they said, "What do you see?" it'll come in with Happy Monkey font blue, size 28, with their words in it. Back to the spreadsheet, I've launched Autocrat and I'm going to create a new merge job. This is where I'm going to point it to that document that I made and then match up the questions in my spreadsheet with the merge fields on the document. So once it opens up, you're going to see here that you can create templates or you can choose one that you already made. And because I already made one, I'm going to choose from my drive that document that I made up there. And if I know the title of it, which I can see right in front of me, I can just start typing in Spring Has. I'm going to go ahead and pick this document here and say select. This is then where you're going to set what goes to what. You can call this whatever you want here. This is really just for you. On that part, don't hit return, actually click set. So here's where I'm going to match up the fields from my form responses 1 in my spreadsheet to the tags in my document. So on the name, I'm going to match up name. What do you see? See, taste, etc. So I'm going to say save here. And then this is where the generation process actually takes place. So to name your file, you're probably going to want to do it by your kids' names. So I always just kind of highlight up here and copy it and paste that into there. There comes some extra spaces and junk with these, so you can say what is your name, and then you could put like apostrophe S, spring poem or whatever. It'll name it with their name in it. If you are going to print them, you're probably going to do it in a PDF, because there's another way that you can, it's called PDF Mergy. You can get them all to go into one big document and print them all off instead of doing them individually. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to do Google Doc. And then under Advanced Settings, if you want to make a folder, say inside here, to collect all of these, you can create a new folder called Poems and direct this then to go into that folder. So when I click Add Folder, I don't want it to just go loose in my drive. I want it to go in that Poems folder and select. I want it to automatically run Autocrat every time a kid submits a new form. You can do it manually, but I like to, efficientify. So I'm going to click Run Autocrat when new forms are submitted, and if everything else looks good, I'm going to say Save. So what happens next is your students are going to go to the form. So you're going to go to the preview version of it. However you're going to get this to them, you're going to have them take the form. So I'm going to go ahead and answer these. I'm a student. I'm going to click Submit. What's going to happen for you is that it's going to run in the background. You're going to see the responses come in to your form here, but also they will come into the spreadsheet that you created here. These fields will automatically be created here. It'll merge like this. So here's the merge ID. here's the link to my document and then the link here. But if you go into your drive, into that poems folder, you're going to see their name and their spring poem. So if you open that, then it's their very own version of a spring poem. So, Spring Has Sprung by Anne.